Hello, hello. Come and join me. Come and join me. It's me. It's Miss Kiki, your new host. You have tuned in to Women Around the Table Talk Show. I hope that you guys are having a terrific Tuesday as usual. I'm glad that you all are tuning in with your girl. Today, I had a beautiful day. I hope that you guys had a beautiful day too. Anywho, I have someone that is very special on the show today. But before I introduce her, I just want to give a shout out to YouTube, all of the viewers, and everybody that's tuning in from all of the television broadcasts. And I want to thank those that support me, all of my viewers, all of my friends, all of my fans that got my back, all of that there. Anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to show my love and tell you guys thank you so much. I believe that we're going into a new month, and I've been here only just 1 month, and so I am grateful. I am very, very, very grateful for you guys, and I know that you guys are going to grow with me. But let's get started. I don't want any time wasted. This young lady I had the opportunity to meet at a conference, and she's a young booker, and she's in her 20s. I'll let you guys hear about her age later. But anyway, she's a young one, but she has a very loud voice. And when I encountered her, she gave me a message that just rung to my ears, and I took to her personality, just a sweet little soft little hummingbird she is. And so she has a recipe for winning today, and I was anxious to hear it, and she wants to help us find the hidden champions in us. And so without further ado, let me introduce y'all to Miss Destiny Rogers.
Hi,
Hey,
how
girl,
y'all
hey.
doing? Hello.
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. You know what I mean? Because it's a
Hmm.
beautiful day. God woke us up. I got breath in my lungs, so I can't
I know
complain.
that's right. Come, you better testify. Okay, so let's get started. I gave my viewers just a little bit of information. I want you to tell us your age, tell us your name, tell us your game. Give it all to us. Who is
All right.
Stephanie Rogers?
All right, Destiny, right here. I'm 22 and I'm definitely figuring things out in my life. I've been around in Texas, most definitely. I live in DFW right now, but I'm originally born and raised from DC. I done lived in Houston a little bit.
Me
So,
too. Did you
and
enjoy both?
look out!
Okay, I stayed there for a little while myself.
Okay, come
It was
on
nice.
now.
I might go back.
I know
Listen.
it's nothing like H Town at all.
Okay, continue,
Right.
continue.
All right, so I've just been on a journey with God like these past 2 years.
Hmm.
When I was living in Houston, when they say it's the roaring 20s, y'all, they're not kidding. Like you learn all the best lessons in your 20s is what I
Yeah.
learned.
Hmm.
And I know I'm still young and I still got a lot more to learn, but
Of
whew,
course.
so far it's beautiful and I'm absolutely enjoying the journey. Like
Hmm.
you get to see so much of this life, like the bad things in it, but the beautiful things as well. And I want to tell y'all that I do got a recipe for you today. So let's munch on some good soul
Come
food.
on.
That way we can nourish our souls because we need to nourish who God has inside of us, okay?
That is
We can't
right.
let
That
them
is so
die.
true. Well, since you have the recipe for winning, I know that we are anxious to hear what it is that you have to say. Is this just for the women tonight, or are we
Oh
we
no.
going for our men? Is it worldwide? I mean, is it age restricted? What you got for this recipe?
For anybody who is willing to listen and for anybody who's willing to apply, I'm not going to put any restrictions on this recipe because it's you know what I mean? I'm giving you the ingredients. You have to
Hmm.
make the recipe your own. And
Oh,
if you would like to, before I share the recipe, I want you to know that for me specifically, I know this recipe works because I had to use it in my life. Like
hmm.
in 2020, I went through a lot. And we can all agree we went through a
I
lot
think
in
we can all agree.
20. Yeah.
Hello, viewers. I think we all can agree. We all went through something in 2020.
Man, if
Corona,
you ain't get
COVID.
kicked, you got
Uh-huh.
hit, and then you got knocked down. But we still here. We still getting up.
That's right.
And in 2020, I ended up losing my job. And then there was like a spiral of things that happened to me. So in
Uh-huh.
2021, the beginning of 2021, I ended up going into debt. And then it started snowballing from there as well.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
had my own apartment at the time. I thought I was doing good in 2020, y'all.
Oh
And
my goodness.
hooey.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and look. But then in 2021, at the beginning, I ended up going through a lot of things. I was facing anxiety, I was facing depression. I had to go seek a psychiatrist, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
even ended up going to the mental hospital for like a few days. That way I could just be alone. But in that alone period, in that alone time, I heard from God in a way that I can't explain, in a way that was closer to me than anything. And I was raised in the church, you know what I mean? I've
Uh-huh.
never heard God in this way. It was like he was speaking directly to my core.
Uh-huh.
And in the time when I was struggling the most, that's where I started to heal the most.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, I want y'all to understand that I
Yeah.
don't know who this is for, but your darkest times are about to bring you your best times. This ain't the end for you. This is only the beginning. And I want you to know that you will get through what you're going through right now. You're
Wow.
going to
Okay.
make it.
Say that again. Your darkest time. Okay, you said in your darkest times that God has had gave you a message.
Yeah. In my darkest times, I experienced the most healing. Like I had to go through, I had to be broken down from who I thought I could be to who I truly am.
Okay.
God had to tear off that shell of me. You know how you
Okay.
got like a I'll say a pistachio nut. Y'all know how we crack open them nuts and
Okay.
you got to get to the actual nut on the inside.
Uh-huh.
Y'all got a hard shell on the outside of you.
Uh-huh.
So you don't get to experience the true you until you crack that shell open. Till
Oh
you crack
wow.
that nut open.
Uh-huh.
And I thought I was experiencing the real me, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But when you get closer to God, you will experience a part of yourself you didn't even know was hidden. You
You
gonna
better tell the truth.
come on. You get to the deeper treasure of yourself. You're already a gem. You're already a treasure. But I want you to see yourself as even more value than that. There's
Mm-hmm.
so much value to you. And at the time in 2021, I wasn't depositing the right things within myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I was if you continue to eat junk food for a whole week, Miss
Uh-oh.
Kiki, and you look, big example. If you continue to eat junk food for the whole week, but you trying to go to the gym, do you feel like you're gonna lose that weight?
You asking me that
Yeah,
question?
yeah. Look, I'm in that boat too.
Did
It's
you
okay.
really
It's
just
okay.
ask me that question?
But the thing is, it's like counterintuitive. You feeding
Mm-hmm.
yourself the wrong things and you
Mm-hmm.
trying to go and work it off and you overworking yourself to the point where it's like, dang, why am I not losing this?
Right, right,
Because you
right.
keep adding it on. So you gotta make
Mm-hmm.
sure you take off those help me out, Holy Spirit. The unnecessary things that are
Mm-hmm.
holding you
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's beautiful in 2021. Like, I had to learn that, and I feel like God showed me a grace that I don't ever deserve, but He gave it.
So, in your words, if you don't mind, I
Mhm.
don't mean to cut you off, but I heard you say, because I hear a lot of people out here really are dealing with this depression thing,
Yeah.
anxiety, and I wonder if it's just in the sad moments, do we go through the woe is me thing,
Ooh,
or
good.
because I want to understand it, because some
Hmm.
people don't come out of depression for a long time,
Yeah.
and they realize that they're sad and that they're not happy or what have you, but after they've overcome it, then they call it what it is, which is depression.
Mm.
I want to understand, and that's the reason why I don't mind bringing people on who tells me, I have a story, and as soon as they initiate it, because I overcame depression and anxiety, and I think that this is something that, number one, that we need to voice to everybody. Stop
Yeah.
saying I have depression.
Come on.
I suffer from depression, because
Okay.
you are agreeing with the thing. And if you were really talking to it, it would say, yes, you are suffering from depression. Yes, you are. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
And
Yeah.
so and I think that we need to change our language. Like you
That's
said,
good.
we have to break open that shell. And I know that that's a hard place that we have to arrive to. But
Mm.
when will we experience the brokenness? When will we stop claiming different things over
Mm.
us? So, and then we find ourselves just operating, and we're
Right.
just going about the norm. And and if we don't address it, then it lingers on. It attaches itself to many more other things. You understand, like anxiety,
Right.
the depression. Here comes the suicidal thoughts, because I learned
Mm.
that that old depression thing. It don't roll alone. The sucker say he gonna bring some things with it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
He got a
Right.
whole family out there. You
Right. The
understand?
demons
And
always
so
bring friends
you
because
know
they
what I'm
can't fight
saying. So
alone.
anyway, I just heard you say that, and I'm like, wow. I'm anxious to hear the rest of these ingredients to this recipe, because the people need to hear what it is. Because if you are out there and you are suffering from depression, how about we stop saying that that's what you're suffering from?
Yeah.
How about we stop claiming it?
Yeah.
How about we just kind of maybe give it a new name that has a dead definition, if that makes sense.
That's good. That's
I
good.
mean, but
That's
anyway,
good. But no,
this ain't about me.
I like that.
This all
Come
about
on, break
you.
it down, Coach Kiki, because we
I just okay.
break
Continue,
it
honey. I just
down.
want to understand. I
No,
just
it's
want to
okay. Like,
understand.
I think when I was in that place, just going through like I like when you said the "woe is me" thing. Like, I feel like we do go through those times where it's like, oh, woe is me, and then we get so caught up in the woe is me that we don't experience. Oh, dang! I actually have this. I have this. You have tools at your disposal that you can use,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
God always equips you with every single thing you need for every single season. It doesn't matter what you're going through.
that's true.
And one thing I definitely want people to remember is life and death is held in the
It's
power of the tongue.
it's all
So
in the mouth.
yeah, like you said, we got to be careful about what we speak over ourselves, and we got to be careful about what we speak over each other. If you keep saying, oh dang, I'm gonna have a bad day, I'm gonna have a bad day, then it's gonna happen. You gotta be like, okay, it's not the best right now, but I'm gonna have a better day. I'm
Wow,
gonna experience this joy. I don't see it yet, but it's there. You don't gotta
exactly.
just because you can't see the wind, you can still feel it.
Uh
So
huh. That's true.
I love what you said. I love what you said. Just transforming it and changing it instead of giving it power, because you got to give power and authority to the Holy Spirit first and foremost. You got to give authority and power to God, because He's the only one who can change our situations when we have no control over it. Ooh,
You know what? And with that whole pistachio, I see this. I see the outer core of the things. You get to a house and you be like, "Oh, look at that little old ugly house." You know how they have some houses that are kind of small and they're not appeasing to the eye. This is for an example.
mm,
But when you go in the inside, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the potential. That this
mm,
house has until you get to the inside. And
right.
so we got this judgment of the outer core, even with ourselves. So,
Oh
and
yeah.
even with the pistachio, because one thing I do know, when you get to the inside of a thing, and once you break past it, baby, it's some good stuff off of there. Oh,
Would
yes, it is.
delicious. Come on.
It's definitely delicious. Do you
Come
understand?
on.
And that's how a person should view themselves. That's how I want people to know that, Keitra I used to be a little, a little hardcore myself and a little
Mm,
sensitive or what have you. But once I cracked open my shell, and once I came out, you know, I saw how much I blossomed, and
mhm.
then I was able to accept me. And then, but there were still bumps and humps along the way, but to God be the glory,
Right.
because he was the it was by his spirit that I was being led in this avenue. But I had to be put in a position to be opened up, and
Mhm.
go ahead and not deny the fact that I had an outer shell. And I mean
Mm.
that I had this brick wall, or that I had this blockage, but the inside of me, it was all good up in here. It was just, it was
Right.
to be announced. It was to be discovered.
Right. Come on now. Because for me, I know when I was discovering myself, like who I truly was, at first I didn't even realize that she was here the whole time. You know what I mean? I'm so busy trying to, I think we get caught up in trying to pretty up the shell instead of trying
Mm-hmm.
to get them on what's on the inside of the shell. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I know I was so busy, and I was too busy looking at other people's shells to notice what my shell had. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, dang, God, why does my friend have this car? Why did, you know what I mean? And I got this old car that I got a car at least.
But you was getting around though. You still had the same purpose in which they had.
Yeah,
Theirs was a little dressed up a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying? But you still
right.
was able to be in motion, right?
Come
Okay,
on.
you had your car though,
Yeah,
girl.
right.
Cause
Because there
some
was a
people be
time
on
where
the
I was
bus.
walking. There was a time where I was walking. So I feel like
Girl,
in
you
order
was
for
in
you to discover your champion and in order for you to appreciate your champion, you got to appreciate the journey to get to your champion because that's how you truly establish the foundation of who he is, who she is, and you get to build them along the way.
right.
So,
I
hold on.
want to ask you, when you said that you had to be in a mental facility or what
Yeah.
have you, and was okay when you were being diagnosed with this, that you had to go. How did you feel about that? Did you welcome it and be
Mhm.
like, okay, good, because I need to get away anyway? I'm tired. Did you have that attitude, or did you have the, woe is me?
It was
Oh, I'm going to the,
yeah.
what attitude did you have? Did you think yourself to be crazy at that moment? Did you
Going
care about
into
what
it,
people
it
said?
was a mix of emotions, you know what I mean? Like at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I knew I needed some help because
You did.
because my mama had stepped into the situation, and she was the
Uh-huh.
one who presented it and was like, "I think you need to go to a facility, at least just
Uh-oh.
for a little bit, and get you
Okay.
some help." So when somebody else steps in, it's like, okay, yeah, it's an issue that you didn't think was that bad, but when somebody
Uh-huh.
else is like, "Oh, okay, this is pretty
Uh-huh.
bad." Now I have mixed emotions going into it as well. I was
Hmm.
like, "Dang, maybe I am a bit crazy." You know what I mean? Like I'm going
Yeah.
through all of this, and it was um it was just every day, constantly, constantly, constantly. I would just be belittling myself. I would be like in a woe is me mentality, but also I'm a failure mentality. I'm not
Oh,
doing
you had the gray cloud.
oh,
You
she
had the gray
the
cloud.
gray cloud was all over and I was like, how do I get out? But
Yeah.
but the beautiful thing is a cloud's gonna disappear eventually. It just
Boom.
come on. It's up to you to decide when it's going to go away. And I didn't know I had that in me. I didn't know that I had the potential to be like, all right, you need to leave. Because sometimes we need to realize that some of those are spirits as well. And we have to dig deeper into ourselves. Just as We have authority with our words. We have authority
Mhm.
with our actions. You have to
Mhm.
understand you have the authority to tell those spirits, to tell the things inside of you, they got to go. They cannot stay here because
Okay.
you are not buried. You are planted.
Mhm.
You're going to sprout,
Mhm.
especially that's why when there's a storm in my season now, I'm
Mhm.
not as upset because when I saw the rain in the past, I was like, "Oh, it's about to rain. Oh my gosh." Like, and trying to find covering. Now that it's raining, I'm like, "Oh, something about the sprout. That seed I
Yep.
planted, something about the sprout."
Oh, that's a good way to look at that rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got look, and then when it starts storming, I'm like, "Okay, let me pause. Let me get some cover because I can't stay out here too long. It's raining too hard." But
Mhm.
that seed's still getting some nourishment. All seeds
Okay.
need water.
All seeds need water. Oh, let me write that down, girl. Hold on. Let me get on the table. All
I
seeds
know.
need water. Did y'all hear that? That's part of the recipe.
Yeah,
Boom.
look now. All right. Now I got some good soul food for y'all, and this soul food is designed to nurture who God knows you are designed to be. And remember, your results are never going to be the same as everybody else's. So
Okay.
let's get into our ingredients here. Our first ingredient, you need to discuss it with your coach, and your coach is Holy Spirit, is God. You need to talk with God. Number two, as a winner, you need a plan, champion. I'm gonna tell you that
Uh-oh.
now. You can't go into it blind. Two blind men gonna lead each other into a ditch. So you gotta
Uh-huh.
make sure you got a plan.
Okay.
Our third ingredient, a winner is
Okay.
going to need nutrition. You got to make sure you're nurturing yourself. Deposit the right things into yourself. If you are not speaking life over yourself, you got to start trying to do that. Look yourself
Okay.
in the mirror. I know you're beautiful. I don't have to
Uh-huh.
see you to tell you that. Each and every
Uh-huh.
one of us are created in God's image, and you're
Mm.
beautiful. You got to
Mm-hmm.
see the beauty in you, and you got to learn to appreciate you, flaws and all. You came into
Mm-hmm.
this world alone, you're going to leave this world alone.
Uh-oh.
Come on. So you gotta be there for you. Not
Okay.
everybody's gonna be able to hold you up, especially
Uh-huh.
in that time when 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 you, excuse me, y'all.
It's
When
okay,
you're in
honey.
your
Flow.
when you're in your darkest moment, you're going to be alone. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna be with you in that moment, and everybody's gonna have to leave production sometime. This is your stage. This is your play, and you gotta
Mm-hmm.
remember that you have to take care of you. You have to make sure your mental health is okay. You have to make sure your physical health is okay. You are a
Mm-hmm.
temple for God. You are a temple for the Holy Spirit. So take
Okay.
care of you.
Okay. That's
All
the
right.
nutrition. Okay. Uh-huh.
And a winner is going to need some rest. Y'all, rest does not mean sleep. I want to reiterate that.
It don't.
Rest does not mean sleep. Because
Oh, okay.
man, look, I can sleep for 12 hours straight and still wake up tired. So
Yeah.
you need to realize when you're getting weary. You have
Mm-hmm.
to realize when you're getting overburdened with things. And you have to
Uh-huh.
figure out what you got to take off. You got to figure out what you need for your soul care as well as your self care. Because there's a
Okay.
difference. I just learned that this year.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So we need some rest, but that don't mean
yeah.
sleep.
Mm-mm. So
Okay.
sleeping, of course, we're gonna need sleep. You know what I mean? But what about those times when you wake up from that nap, but you feel like you ain't getting no sleep at all?
Wow, I hate
Then
those.
you,
I do. I hate them. I hate them. I hate it.
I know it just feels like nothing was done in that time. So
Mm-hmm.
for rest is you deliberately pausing and seeing what it is that you need. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure what it is you need, you know what I mean? I don't know you personally, but I do want you to know that when you rest, that means it's time for you to reset. You get a
Mm-hmm.
chance to reset. Do what it is that you need to do for you. Like if you feel like work is just doing a lot and it's stressing you out, when you
Take
come
off.
home, Make sure you decompress. Make sure you take time for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes or 10 minutes out of your day. Give
Mm-hmm.
yourself some time to rest.
Okay.
And you're also going to need a team as a winner. That's your next ingredient.
Okay, we need a team. Ain't no I ain't team.
At all. At
Don't
all.
you get tired of hearing
Come
that?
on.
But it's
Look.
so true.
In
You're
Genesis, it
gonna need a
tells.
team. Okay.
Yeah. In Genesis, it tells us that man, it's not good for man to be alone. So you have to
Uh-huh.
make sure you put yourself in community. You have to make sure you put yourself in a environment that's going to help you thrive, that's going to help you grow.
Okay.
You can't be the only one watering an entire field. You're
Uh-huh.
going to get tired.
That's right. That's true. That's true. Okay.
All right, last but not least, you're going
Last
to
but
need
not
a
least,
goal as a champion.
we're gonna need a goal. Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you're not aiming aimlessly. If you continue to aim aimlessly, you're just going to overwork yourself and you're going to make yourself even more tired. And you're going to
Oh
wonder why
wow.
you're so stressed out. It's
Oh
because
wow.
you're not taking aim at the right thing either. We can look at the wrong target. Oh, trust me, I've done so.
Oh my. Ooh,
Look, like,
ooh.
oh man, you can look at something and you can desire it so much that you yourself will be running after that and it's not meant for you.
Uh-huh.
We're
Right.
all designed for a specific thing. We're all designed for a specific answer to a problem.
Uh-huh.
And you have to figure out what where the where the answer needs to be applied.
Okay. Okay.
All
So,
right.
all right. So, for all of those that have tuned in, listen, I have Destiny here. She is a 22-year-old poet and has a voice and a recipe for winning. She has a recipe for winning and she wants to help for those of you that just tuned in. Have some two viewers over here. Uh,
Okay.
to find the champion in you, and so she just gave a description of the ingredients that we need in order to be a winner. And all of us cannot sit here and say that we don't have things that we don't go through. We can't sit and say just because I'm smiling today don't mean that I was hurting a few minutes ago. Because, honey, what I look like right now, woo-hoo,
Look,
2 hours ago, oh my goodness. Okay, it don't
come
look like
on.
what. Listen, so but I've learned that my personality, my praise, my relationship with the Lord has nothing to do with all that other stuff. You understand? I have to
Mm,
separate. And so anyway,
that's good.
so the ingredients that Destiny just gave us were six ingredients. Number one, we need to talk with God, and in talking with God, you need to have a plan. And in having your plan, you have to give your body some nutrients. You gotta you hear me. You gotta make it right up in here.
Um,
You can't be full of junk and things and things.
right.
Okay,
We
and you
need
need
our
to get some
energy.
rest. Okay, you need to get some rest. That don't mean that you get to sleep all day. That means you know what's key and what I found to be important? Meditation.
Mm.
Meditation is and I used to when I used to see the little the people, no discrimination, but they have their hands and I was like, what they doing, and you thought that it was crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
those are the most peaceful people. They you Oh my, they're quiet. They're at a place of peace, and meditation is a part of their rest. And I found it to be a good source of rest for me. I
Mm-hmm.
meditate on the Word of God. I meditate on who I want to see myself as, where I want to go. You understand? I just put
Yeah.
myself in a peaceful place, and I'm resetting. And that's part of that rest, I think, if you don't mind me. You said I can make it
Oh
my own.
yeah, go ahead. Make it your own recipe.
You understand
Come on,
what I'm saying? You
chef.
told me that. You told me. And then you also said that another ingredient was we need a team. You
Mm.
can't do everything by yourself, Kiki. You can't do it all by yourself. I'm so glad God blessed me with all these children. Tell her thank you. I
Come
knew that they was
on.
gonna come ahead for something. But anyway, we can't do this stuff by ourselves out here. And you cannot do everything by yourself. And there will be people that will come along that you can pray for, that you can ask God, that you can ask for help for. God will send these people. If you just make yourself open and available. Open and available. Uh-oh, we got a viewer said, "Hey, bestie."
That's
Okay.
my cousin. Hey, Vicky!
Oh, we
What's
got some shout outs going
good?
on. Okay, see, there go part of your team. Come on, team. Come on. But anyway, you need the team. Don't do these things by yourself. That's why Kiki is here at the round table. We talking about this stuff because you said that you're going to be alone in that hour. True enough, you are, but you're not by yourself. Those are two different families. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm by myself. Oh, I'm all alone. Oh, nobody wants me. Nobody." You understand what I'm saying?
Look, somebody always love you, and even if you can't physically see them, know that God always loves you as well. Our Creator has made us in His image. He placed us here for a specific reason. I don't know whoever thinks this, because I used to think this. You're not an accident. You're
Uh-oh.
not an accident at all. And I'm going, look, at all. You were put here for a purpose. You were put here for a plan. You were designed for greatness. You're not
Did
weak.
you ever did you ever think that in 2020 that a few years down the line that you be on TV giving
Mm-mm.
them this experience? You didn't even think that, did you?
Man, in 2020, I was still with my boyfriend at the time. I thought I was gonna be shacked up. And
Girl, oh.
look, we broke up, but
Okay,
that's
it's
a
all
story for
right. It's
another
all
day.
right.
Look,
Yeah, it's still some. Tune in next month.
look-
Okay, keep
come
going
on.
because I ain't gonna tell about it. Come on,
But
girl.
I seriously, God took me to a place I never thought I would be, and you need to understand that even if you don't think you'll get there, don't close yourself from the opportunity. That opportunity will always present itself. And you
Yeah.
never know what you're going to be presented in life at all.
Wow. Because it do throw you a lot of. But see, that's why you need your team so they can have your
Oh,
back. So when you don't see that ball coming, it's like boom. You know, so they got your back. You hear me?
right.
And if
Come
you don't have
on.
a physical team, you best believe you got a spiritual team. That I do know.
Amen.
Now that I can, honey, you can rest assured. As a
Whew.
believer, that I do know that I do have a team. These are called the warring angels. They come on our behalf,
Come
especially
on.
when we call on them. And I think that that's part of the problem too, because I haven't heard anybody in the pulpit just yet elaborate on the kingdom. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? We
Uh-huh.
have a kingdom. The Bible tells us to seek ye first the
The
kingdom.
kingdom.
Okay? And we really need to know what that is. Okay? And
Hmm.
I'm not going to preach too much tonight because I don't want to take away,
But
from the
no, it's okay.
recipe.
This a back and forth. Let's
You
go.
you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to take away too much of that, but we need to know that we're not by ourselves. So if you are a believer, when you say to your God, "Lord, I need your help. I need you to send your kingdom. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. And
Amen.
send your warring angels on my behalf to do the things that I cannot do." Because we try to take all of these things that we try to do upon ourselves. We got to
Hmm.
make sure we look right. We got to make sure nobody's judging us. We got to go before the people because our world has made it to where if everybody don't function the right way, if something is off, it draws attention, and now you're dysfunctional. Now you're special. You get pulled aside.
Yes.
Why can't I be unique? Why can't you understand? If I'm different, then there may be somebody else that's different just like me.
Hmm.
You understand? And we can partner together to bring our
Right.
differences to because there's going to be somebody else. But if you don't, it's like if you don't walk the right walk or talk the right talk, ain't nobody trying to hear you because you don't talk
Mm.
like them and you don't look like that. It used to bother me, but it don't bother me no more because, girl, like you said, I got my team. But they came along with age, girl. I had to build
Yeah.
I had to build my crew.
Come
I
on,
gotta
Miss
get,
Kiki.
I get
I know
hard
that's
with it
right.
like that. I had to get beside myself a little bit because I boast in the Lord because He is so good. Do you
Good.
understand? And so when I got my
Hmm.
squad, when I know that God got my back, there is no there is no limits. Do you hear me? We win on
At
this team.
all. It tells
We
us in
win
the
on this team.
Bible.
We
Ooh,
win on this
yes.
team. And so last but not least, Destiny is telling y'all today that you need to have some goals. Please get yourself some goals. Know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You have to have an aim, like she said, in where you're going. You have to shoot the target at some point or another because we'll miss it.
Hmm.
Am I right or wrong? So you have to set yourself some goals. I want to do this. I want to do this or do that or I need to accomplish this by this particular day. Put some dates on it. I say put
Come
some
on.
dates on God. Put some
There you
dates on
go.
that thing.
Yeah.
Say God, I
And
would like for this to happen by da 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 because I know that He will bless the work of our hand. You can't just
yeah.
sit and think that God is not everything's just going to be thrown at you while you just sit up in your castle and you gather it.
Right.
No, it don't work like that. Mm-mm. No, your labor can't be in vain. At some point, you got to put some work in so you can get some work out of it, and you get a result. Like you
Hmm.
said, when you going through that storm, you know there's something with the seed. Hold on, what you say about that seed, girl? I'll
You
see
gotta
need
let
water.
that look.
I'll see need water,
Right.
honey.
When it rains, you gotta let that seed, when it's planted, let that seed receive the nutrients from the rain. And when you was talking, it reminded me too. We gotta remember that God is not a genie, okay?
Girl,
Come
I
on.
used to say
Cause
that all the time in my
man,
life.
God is not a genie. God is not about to bend to your will and your way. If the mountains serve him, if the rocks serve him, if the angels serve him, if everything in creation serves him, what makes you any special?
Y'all, she pointing her finger and saying, "What makes you any special? What makes you any special? God
Man,
is no
look.
genie." Mm-mm.
Cause I used to think that in, you know what I mean, in my I'm gonna say my down season, I was down bad. Ooh,
Uh huh.
it felt like
Do
a
it. Okay, well,
ooh, it felt like a drought. But when you're in that season, God will humble you and show you why He needs you, why He needs you to serve
uh
Him.
huh.
Because you're not doing this for yourself either.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, oh, you're okay. Like, your words, your actions, you're going to be speaking God's words for someone in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is going to need to hear you. The reason why you didn't get blessed with the thing that you desired in that one season is because God is going to move it into another season. He didn't say it wasn't going to come. It's not going to come when you want it. It's going to come when He needs it to be there for you. You need to be equipped for when it's time for you to speak, for when it's time for you to move, for when it's time for you to be present. Like just our presence
Mm-hmm.
as God's children is powerful. You step into the room, your daddy stepping in with you.
Come on here.
Mhm.
Come on. Come
Come on.
on.
You stepping into that room, you're bringing resources that wasn't there before. You step into that room, you're bringing wisdom that wasn't there before. You step into
Okay.
that room, you're bringing joy that wasn't there before. Just your
Okay.
smile can
Here it
change
is.
the atmosphere.
Yeah. Alone. Just your smile
Alone.
alone.
Like everybody frowned up, just upset, just a mess, wants to talk about gossip, wants to talk about the things that's bad in their life. Oh, well, I'm having a wonderful day. And let me tell you why. The grace of God, you start there.
Come
You know what I
on.
mean? You
Yes.
switch that atmosphere. We got to change
Exactly.
it around. If the enemy
Yep.
keeps on taking territory in God's kingdom, why can't we take it back?
Come on.
Why can't we
In
take it
the earth. It's like
back?
the enemy just running rapid in the earth. Every time you turn on the TV, it's something that you don't want to see.
Right.
It's either the bird. It ain't the birds and the bees no more. I done said that. It's the birds and that want to be a bee and the bee that want to be the bird and the birds and the birds and the bees and the bees. It just ain't the birds and the bees alone no more.
Oh my.
These birds just
Like,
confused. You understand what I'm saying? And so
yeah.
why can't we turn that around? Because I got tired. I said, you know what? If I ever got in front of a camera, you're not gonna hear the woe is me from me. You're not gonna
Oh,
get my dark side. And if you do get my dark side, you best believe that it's some light in that because I know who's shining than me. I know
come
who
on.
I'm representing. And that's why I'm here because now if we do cry on the show, if we do have, and I'm pretty sure moments will come, and but God is in the midst of that. But my whole goal, my last rest, my ingredient to my recipe is change the atmosphere. The
Mhm.
bad news is it's there. It's going to be there. The darkness is there, but that doesn't mean that we can't bring ourselves into the darkness to shine it up a little bit. I don't want to blend
Come
in.
on.
Kiki don't want to blend in. I don't want to blend in. I ain't gonna never blend in, honey. I'm gonna stand out, and so
Come
I'm going
on.
to be the positive one. I'm going to tell you, yes, you can smile. Yes, we're saying today, yes, you can win. That's what we gonna tell the people. We hear enough bad news, but we should have called. Well, good news. Sit at the table and let's talk.
The talk, yes. Because it's like we hear so many things in this day and age that we think are normal. You know what I mean? Like people always talking about, oh, well, this person died, da, 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 you know what I mean? Oh,
Oh
I
my
don't,
gosh.
I'm going through the worst of the worst of the worst. Tell me your wins. Tell
Yeah.
me what you're
Yeah.
joyful about today. Tell me
Exactly.
what's making your day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even with that, I always think about the story of Joseph, you know what I mean? Joseph
Mm-hmm.
started out in the pit. Excuse me, let me start from the
Yes, he
beginning.
did.
Let me start
He
from the beginning.
did.
Yeah, he started from the pit, you know what I mean? That's where it all happened. That's where it all transitioned.
Right. I was just gonna
And
say that.
one thing that it says in the Bible that we are lights that aren't supposed to be hidden under the bed. You know what I mean? We
Mm-hmm.
are lights, so we gotta shine bright in the darkness. We're put in the darkness so that it can, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Holy Spirit, help me. I'm excited. So I got a lot of different topics going through my brain right now. Let me
It
just.
be like that sometimes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. All right.
We do have to, while you letting the Holy Spirit move on you, when you talk about darkness, I said this. There are a lot of people that come on the show,
Mm,
and it's amazing how we have the same message but in different words. It's almost like we all have a different accent, or we all have a different way of saying things. You speak English, you speak French, or whatever, but we're saying we.
right.
Hello, hey, what's up?
Hey,
You know
come
what I'm
on
saying? So,
now.
but it's the same meaning. And so a lot of people come on the show, and I'm noticing that we're saying the same things in different ways. And we really are trying to get the message out here to tell y'all, listen, I know we all got struggles. We all have our darkness. Yes, we do. Oh, wow. Yes, indeed. He
Yeah.
said, yes, show them who you are in Christ. Come
Right.
on,
Come
LifeWorks Bible
on.
Church.
Come on,
We
life
got to
work.
show these
Let's
people
go.
who we are. And don't be afraid. You in the darkness. And one thing that I've learned that I tell my viewers all the time, everything that's dead, everything that's buried, it's not dead yet.
Come
It's
on.
not dead yet. But even in the dark, there are some good things. Cause I asked my baby, I said, "Baby, do you like the dark?" She was like, "No, mama." And it's 13, 14, and I said, "Why you don't like the dark? You scared?" She was like, "You can't see nothing. You don't know what's there." I said, "But
Mm,
the darkness ain't always bad, baby." I said, "You have to understand who you are, because you can go into a dark place, like you said. Do you know that in darkness things move?
yeah.
Things move.
Right.
There's growth happening. Baby, in darkness, we getting some rest.
Come on.
We
Come on
sleeping.
now.
Come on, she like to sleep. Okay, but and so everything is there. There are a lot of things that goes on in the dark. You understand that is
Mhm.
not bad. So if you have a light that's so bright, then so let it shine before men, so that God can get the glory, and we can see the good works within you.
Right.
Because we out here, we need help, but a lot of people don't want to be transparent. A lot of people don't want to tell you, yeah, I got a sexual addiction. Yeah, I
Mhm.
smoke weed, but I'm on a praise team. A lot of people don't want to tell you this, but if I be
Right.
honest and say, hey, this is my struggle, man. Yeah, I be hitting that thing, you know what I'm saying? But I love the
Mhm.
Lord. So, and then that person can say, I'm glad you said that, because here's the antidote.
Answer.
Oh, you,
That's
here's the
good.
key. Because if you keep your mouth closed and you don't say nothing, you can't win.
Closed mouths
I
that will
can't
get
be no
fed.
I can't be no champion. You understand? I want everybody to be a champion around this table. You hear me?
Come
Listen,
on.
on this part of the I want to tell everybody, since I have everybody's attention. Destiny has some good news. And oh yeah, we forgot to mention that you are the new founder of a nonprofit organization.
Yes, faithful
Yes,
victories.
for Faithful Victories. It's called Faithful Victories, and I want you to give us a little bit about that. But we got something special going on tonight. Yes, we do, don't we?
Yes, we
We got something
do.
special. So for those who have stayed, so we those I know who in here, and I know I can see some people. The local people.
Hmm.
Where are you located in Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it don't matter. The first caller that can call in and give us their recipe, how about we do that? If
Okay.
they can give us them six ingredients, then you can do what you do. You hear me?
Okay. I
Okay,
agree.
so go ahead. So I'm getting excited now, girl, because we
All
got
right.
some giveaways tonight. But go ahead and tell us about Faithful Victories.
Okay, so Faithful Victories is a nonprofit organization. Me and my friend Leanna founded, and we want to bring more wisdom to our community. We want to bring more structure to our community. It started out as a petition, honestly. Me and her wanted to bring more awareness to how maternity leave is being treated in the United States.
Okay.
Did y'all know that people on maternity leave are unpaid? Same for parental leave. They're unpaid, and you get about 12 weeks of unpaid, um, of leave. And
Hmm.
sorry about that, but
So you saying that there are people that are on maternity leave that are unpaid?
yeah.
Did
And
y'all
that's
know that?
normal in the United States. And there's some companies that don't even offer maternity leave. There's some companies that don't offer parental leave in general, which
Okay.
is which is a problem, and we want to address that, because if we're going to be lights within our community, we need to address the darkness in it too. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Hello. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in Faithful Victories, we want to bring more awareness to things that we know are affecting our community. So we want to start with petitions, and we would like to start with Bible studies. Let's get educated on our word. That way we could take it out into the world and apply it within our own lives as well.
Crunch, come on here.
Yeah, like, so as
Okay.
Miss Kiki has said, we are having a giveaway, and we have this Bible that we would like to give away for free.
Ooh. Okay,
And
so
this is a parallel study Bible. So it has the New King James version in it. It
okay.
has the New Century version within it, as well as the Message version. I'm sorry, y'all. I know my light's a little bright here,
It's
but
okay. I can see. Okay, so for
okay,
for the people that can't see you, because I have Facebook viewers that just listen,
got
and
you.
they get to watch me. Mhm. So
Come
anyway,
on
she's giving away a parallel study Bible tonight, and she wants to give this away.
now. Let's
I'm
see.
going to throw in an additional a little something, but I need this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna give y'all the telephone number to the studio.
Come
Y'all can
on,
call your
call
girl. So
in.
now we're gonna open up the line, uh, and we're gonna ask that our callers will call in, if you will, And we're going to open the lines up for comments. If you have questions at this moment for Destiny, she's giving away a parallel study Bible. That thing so
Y'all,
thick. Come on
look
here.
here, and
It's
you can
ooh, good.
see how you can compare the different versions, and
We got different versions of the
then
Bible.
you got the Bible commentary all the way over here at the end as
We
well.
got the commentary over to the right.
Come
And we
on,
got the Word of God. All everywhere.
right?
Okay, that looked rather nice. It looked kind of cool.
Man,
We might have to talk after the show.
$20. It was
But
good.
anywho, for the sake of time, let me give them the number. Okay, y'all, the number is 832. You would think I know this number by heart. 391-1057. Again, the number is 832-391-0157. For those that have stayed with us this whole entire time, and hopefully we have a. Uh-oh, do we have a call? I saw something. I thought I heard something. We're going to open up the lines and give us a call. Let us know that if you know the recipe on how to win. We are opening up the lines for your comments, for you to give us the 6 ingredients to the recipe, right?
Absolutely. Come on.
And if they don't know, for those that did tune in, we can make it fair and just give it away to them. Do,
Yeah.
do
And
anybody?
if you feel like you don't remember the recipe, that's okay. We're going to do Bible giveaways in the future for our organization, so just visit our Facebook page.
Ooh,
Oh,
somebody know
I
that
got the
recipe.
ding.
We
Come on.
somebody at the door. Y'all let them in. Let them in. Hello, hello, caller. This is Kiki. Speak to me.
Can you hear him?
Doing a marvelous job. Y'all work for the wise. You're the protect the worm. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and call in after me so y'all can get that parallel Bible. But I just wanted to plug in and say y'all doing a great job. Keep up the good
Thank
work.
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. I
God
love to hear
bless
from
you,
my
brother.
men.
It's nice to hear from you.
Start
Okay.
fishing red, sea, and gold. I got you, girl.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you for calling in. Is
All
he
right.
still there? What is your name? Or what is your name, sir? You could just give your last name. Oh, he gone.
You
Thank you. He left. The line is still open. The line is still open for comments, and the line is still open for the caller. We want to give this Bible away. Uh-oh, is the phone ringing, girl? The number is 832-391-0157. Call me. Talk to your girl, Kiki. We're going to be here till 9 o'clock. Okay?
Come on.
So,
You having a party.
okay. I love it.
You on there?
Okay. Caller, hello. This is Kiki. Talk to me.
What's going on? What's going on? Hello, women around the table. How's it going?
It's
Good. How's it going for you?
going good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. It's a good subject. I think I have 5 out of the 6. I think.
Okay.
So there was watering, nutrients, rest, a goal, and a team. And I think I'm missing one.
Did you hear what he said?
You said water, nutrients, a goal, a team,
A goal and rest.
This is so good.
and
Oh,
rest.
and rest. So the watering, will you accept that? No, that ain't even an ingredient. Did he put a
I
twist
was
on
about
it?
to say I might let them slide, but all right.
Want to agree? They didn't want to agree.
Okay, how about
He now
this?
he did have he had the team, he had rest, he had the nutrients, and did he say gold?
Yeah, he said go.
Okay, so that was 4 out of 6.
All right.
What's your name, caller? Give us your stage name. Give us your nickname.
This is Kiki's brother.
Okay, Okay, we're this is the thing, y'all. We're at the part where we're getting ready to go, but we're giving away a study Bible. It's a parallel study Bible. He got 4 out of 6. Our caller got 4 out of 6. At this moment, you can comment and you can type it in if you want to the show. EEFI Network .com. That's one avenue. We already have the caller online. Facebook watchers, if you know. YouTube watchers, if you know. This is your opportunity. You got 1 minute because this man that is on the phone has his hands ready. Okay? He has his hands ready to
Right?
grab this Bible. Okay? And it's a nice, thick. I mean, this is a good one.
We go ahead and hold her up one more time.
It's really nice, y'all. I wish I could show y'all this. It got the grass and then it's got the sky all in the background. I'm pretty sure y'all know what that is. But okay, so listen, this is what we're gonna do. I don't see any comments. I don't hear any other calls coming through. So caller number 2, I just want you to know you are today's winner. But before you get all happy, hold on, we can't give him no claps. These two, these first and these two important ingredients that you need for the recipe in winning is you have to first talk with God.
Come on, discuss it with your coach.
That's what she said. You have to first talk with God. Remember that. And the second ingredient is that you need a plan. You need a plan. You need a plan. So don't forget that, caller. You got to talk with God. You need a plan. You need some nutrients. You need some rest. You got to have a team and a goal. Okay? Is he there? Okay, good.
Okay.
If you will, go ahead and comment your name. And I'm going to take the time in which you comment your name and just put on there I am the winner, and I will contact you after the show so I can get your information and we can give you this Bible, okay? Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a
Come
round of
on.
applause for our winner tonight? Come
Come
on,
on,
praise God.
sir.
Yes. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is the part that I just love it. I like giveaways, girl.
I know it's fun,
It
huh?
is fun. This is good. Okay, so when you
Right.
learn something and you get, I, girl, you got me. Now come on, champion. Okay, listen. So we got a brand new parallel Bible, a study Bible that we just gave away. Everyone, we just gave away, and so we encourage you. These are different things that are going to come at the table when you're talking with Kiki. It's no telling what's gonna happen, honey, or who I'm gonna have. I just like to interview people because everybody has a voice, and I want them to be able to be heard. And I'm not the only one that has overcome things, and you'll get to know my story soon, you know. But I want to bring people in to just share their story, share testimony, share information. Information is what we need, the good news, like you said, the good
Absolutely.
news. And so you can reach out to Destiny. What's the name of the nonprofit organization again?
Our name is Faithful Victories.
Okay, Faithful Victories is the nonprofit organization. Can we find you on Facebook?
Oh, absolutely. So you can find us on Facebook. We have a community page and we have a regular Faithful Victories organization page.
Okay.
So the community page is Creative Culture, all with K's instead of C's. Oh,
Okay, creative culture, all with
excuse me,
K's.
Cultivating Creative Culture. I'm so sorry. I always forget.
Cultivating creative culture, all with K's.
All with K's.
Cultivating creative culture. Okay, I want to thank you. I want to take this moment to thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for the info. There we go. We got our winner. Come on.
Yay!
Okay, we got our winner. Good. Okay, so I want to thank you for all of the ingredients that you have given us to this recipe for winning, to finding the champion in us. I feel elated. I'm glad that you have a giveaway because you know what? One thing I do know about a champion. When they win, they always get a prize. Come on
Come
here.
on now. I
And
love
that's
that.
what happened tonight. That's what happened tonight. I'm excited. So thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for just tuning in. I thank you for accepting the invitation, and I'm glad that I have met you. But girl, I gotta tell them what's gonna go on next month, honey.
Yeah, go ahead. I would
Let
like
me
to.
let me let me let me go ahead and tell the people. Next month, everyone. Next month, you don't want to miss our show next week. Our show next week, Women Around the Table talk show will have a panel of men every week. It's all about the men. I know it's Mother's Day coming, but it's all about the men. We're going to get the men in here, and the theme of that is, excuse me, is this seat taken? Boom. Okay, come on, women around the table talk. You know that's what the men usually say when they come into the table. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Yeah, there is room. Okay, there is room. Y'all don't want to miss it. We're going to talk about women of God wearing the makeup. We're going to talk about what they think about these makeup and these eyelashes and what they need in a bedroom, and versus a wife and versus a wifey. We're going to talk about it all. We got the men in the house. They are coming. Do you hear me? So make sure y'all tune in. All the month of May, we're going to have our men. And we're going to talk about different topics regarding our women. We want everybody to win in this season. Ain't that right, Destiny?
Come on now. We champions out
So,
here, y'all.
yes, indeed. So
We can't
thank you
lose.
so much. I love you, girl. We're going to be
Love you
connected in the
too.
future.
Of course, and I want to thank you. Thank you for giving me a platform and people like me. That way we could share our voice with an audience, you know what I mean? And thank you
Indeed.
to everyone at FE Network. I appreciate all your hard work. Thank y'all for all you doing behind the scenes.
Thank
Well,
you.
and the claps. Come on.
We
And thank
enjoyed y'all. Thank you. See y'all
you.
next week. I can't wait to see y'all next week. Bye, y'all. Tell them bye, girl. Tell them bye. Say bye,
Bye. And
people. See
thank
y'all
y'all for
later.
tuning in. Bye.
Come on here. Bye, y'all.
Kiki White and EFI Networks, thank you for watching the Women Around Table Talk. We hope that you have enjoyed. We would like to thank all of our special guests. Kiki White and EFI Networks look forward to you joining the Women Around the Table Talk every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Kiki White look forward to hearing from you. Please go to efinetwork.com for comments. You may call 832-408-8404, 346-493-2630 or 832-391-0157. All copyrights belong to EFI Networks.